Hello everybody, this is Cybersurgeon and welcome to the first episode of How to Solo. In this series we'll just be basically going through every raid from the very beginning all the way until the highest up raids that I can possibly solo on each class. And we're going to start with my main class, the Paladin. And we will go ahead and get this started. So we're going to start with the first one, right? Makes perfect sense. So it's going to be Molten Core. What you're going to do is you're going to fly in to the Black Rock Mountain, which is in between the Burning Steps and Searing Gorge. You fly in, you fly down to the bottom of this little cavern, and you can be on your flying mount when you get down here. You're just going to talk to this Lothos guy and have him transport you straight into the core. The main reason you're going to want to run Molten Core is if you're looking for the legendaries of Thunder Fury or Sulfurous, and I'll put pictures of those up above me right now. Or, slightly over to the right for the Paladin, will be the Tier 1 Lightforge gear, or the Lightbringer gear. And that's what we're really in here for. I'm running this on a level 100 Paladin. You can do this pretty much at any point past like 85, and it doesn't really matter what your gear is. But, just to show, we'll be running at about an item level 700 Paladin. So it's going to be really easy, really quick. And just for talents, I've picked talents just to maximize doing this as fast as possible. So Pursuit of Justice, just for the maintaining of a minimum of 15% extra movement speed, as well as we're going to go ahead and... no, we'll leave Execution Sentence on. It's just the movement speed that's really going to matter. So since we are level 100, we can pretty much just run through and let everything that wants to aggro us until we reach the boss. And unless you're trying to go for the rep, or you're trying to go for, you're looking for Thorium Brotherhood reputation or Hydraxian Waterlord's reputation or anything like that, you don't really need to kill these trash mobs. We're starting at about 13,000 gold. I have it written down, 13,776 gold, just to see exactly how much we're going to make out of this run, and we're starting at 512. So that way I can see just how long it takes for us to get through here. And we're just trying to get it through here as quickly as possible. So, right now, since we have the area loot, there's really no point in looting, or in killing anything before we absolutely have to. So we're just going to run straight to the first boss, let all this trash just train with us, because as you can see, even if it does hit me, it's 30 damage. So... who cares? And we're going to reach Gehannes, and we can actually just pull Gehannes right into the next boss as well. So one of the nice things about Molten Core is that these bosses don't really have any mechanics. So we can just chain them together. Ooh. I forgot he's got a stun. That won't be that big of a deal. Gehannes' curse is going to reduce any self-healing that we're going to try to do. Again, not a big deal. We're just going to pull him into Gar. And honestly, I could probably pull these two... You know what? We're going to push it. We're going to try to make it as maximum efficiency as possible. So let's go ahead and Judgment Gehannes. Ah, that killed him. Alright, never mind. We're going to do this right here. And I am a human paladin, which means I'm going to be able to immediately break any CC that I'm hit with, more than just using a forbearance ability, which is what I just did right there with that stun. Go ahead and just AoE loot everything real quick. Does not look like we got any Lightbringer stuff so far. And as you can see, scrolling through the middle of the screen, there's the Hydraxian Waterlord's reputation, that fiery core. Or if you get these lava cores and fiery cores, can be turned into Thorium Brotherhood for Thorium Brotherhood reputation. Alright, here we go. So now we're going to be moving at the 30% increased movement speed, which will make the moving through and gathering up more people that much faster. And this is not intended as a gold making guide, which is why I'm not going through and pulling absolutely all the trash. This is more farming for transmog items, farming for specific purposes. And in that case, you want to get in and out of here as fast as you can. And that's what we're going for. So this will be the final area of Ragnaros' lair, just looking at the map really quick, and we're just basically hitting each of the bosses. Go there, there, and then up top. Oh, we missed those two bosses. Dang it. Well, when we run back... So this is already not going to be the absolute most efficient run because I didn't pay attention to Magmadar. Luckily, though, with the 30% movement speed, I'm going to judgment something really quick to maintain it. It's not the end of the world. But whatever time we end up with, we'll shave off, say, 3 minutes, 2 minutes for having to backtrack. In here, there's also all these dark iron deposits. If you are trying to craft anything that uses dark iron, obviously this is a great place to pick it up. If I was a shaman, I'd be very happy right now. So you can see the inventory space that we started with was from this point to this point, which is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 77 slots plus the extra 10, so 87 slots to work with. And we'll see just how much that actually gets filled up. If you're killing every single trash mob that you encounter, obviously you're going to run into more trash drops and things like that. You're gonna need a little bit more inventory space. Whereas what I'm doing, skipping as much of it as I can just to try to get just the boss kills, and we'll see how much gold and we get from vendoring all the items from the bosses. Then you don't really worry about how much inventory space you have, because it's mostly just going to be picking up boss gear. Have we really not gotten a single piece of Lightbringer? That's generic boring sword. I don't think we have. That's sad. Yeah, that's warrior. That's a belt of might. We really haven't gotten... Search real quick. Light. No. Wow. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, this will be a good reason as to why you don't want to accidentally skip that Magmadar cavern. But it's fine. I'll run over there real quick. So this won't even be the most ideal optimal run, and you'll still be able to see how quick this is to run through. Get into combat so I don't lose any more holy power. And this should also ideally explain why I'm running Pursuit of Justice instead of Speed of Light, because it looks like it should only take see, we started at 5:12. We're 6 minutes in right now, and it should really only take about maybe 10 to 12 minutes total, which would mean 10 to 12 uses of Speed of Light at best. Whereas with this Pursuit of... And so that'd be 10 to 12 uses for a total of 80 seconds of increased movement speed, which is a higher movement speed percentage than Pursuit of Justice is giving me with the 30%, but I'm maintaining basically an 100% uptime on this 30% increased movement speed. I wish my Crusader Strike did that in Hellfire Citadel. That'd be glorious. A nice 285,000 Crusader Strike. Nice meaty, weighty. What the hell? I got silenced? Whatever. I keep chopping my way up to Magmadar's cavern. Okay. This is actually probably the only area that needs to be explained too, so I should have done it first. For more than just the efficiency reasons, but not going to be the end of the world. Basically, so these dogs, they will res each other. So what you're going to need to do is just chain pull them all together with the boss, and then one hit them. So we got, boom, there we go. Because if you don't one hit them, then they spawn more, and then you'd have to deal with them chasing you around forever, and it's just really annoying. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to fight Executus. And for the sake of full disclosure, plus, you know, being as accurate and transparent as possible, I'm not going to skip any of this. I do apologize if this next, like, 30 seconds is not particularly amazing to watch. But I want you guys to see just exactly how long it is. And as a paladin, as long as we stay in combat, like, I don't need to keep judgmenting these imps. Just having these imps chase us is going to make sure we maintain that 30% speed buff, because we won't lose holy power. It won't decay as long as we're in combat. So we just hit the 10-minute mark, but the last 4 minutes has been entirely backtracking. So if we cut that in half, we would be entering Ragnaros' lair at about the 10-minute mark, or 9-minute mark. And for Blackwing layer, I will definitely make sure to pay more attention. I will kind of have to, especially just try to get past the first boss. This place is huge. This backtracking is much more costly than I thought it was going to be. Still not the end of the world, though. We've only gotten 4 just straight gold. I'm just gonna kill all this stuff as we run by, just to get the little bit of rep that it will give. Because I'm not at all maxed out with the Hydraxian Waterlords. You've got these Surgers and Annihilators, because they will do that little knock-up that just happened, which does slow it down. And there we go. So we're gonna ping that. Kill them. Bring him low. Open the chest. We are on our way back.
You will soon regret the recklessness of your quest. I go now.
And we are probably going to lose the 15% of our movement speed, because that cleave did kill all the imps, unfortunately. I'm probably no. I'm not gonna cut this part. Like I said, I want to cut it because of the sake of editing, right? Because this is not super fun for you guys to watch me running through this cavern, and I understand that, and I do apologize because I messed up, and that's on me. But also, I want to maintain the integrity of saying I'm not going to cut it so you guys can see exactly how long this recorded run takes. And it's because of the fact that I messed up is the only reason it's taking any longer than it absolutely has to. But we'll still clock it in at under 15 minutes. No, just over 15 minutes. We're about to hit that 15-minute mark. That's still not the end of the world. Definitely not the longest video I put up here. Can we just take a second for the props for the music in here, though? Holy crap. I usually play without my sound on, so just listening to this is epic. Can I jump on there? Ah, you can't reach that jump. Whatever, we'll just do a lava swim. We're paladins. Why do we care about damage? Out of lava. There we go. Bring out the beggin'. And here we go, the main event. Go ahead and top off.
Ancient when this world was young. Bow before him. Bow for your name.
If I was a tank, I'd have more health than him.
You have awakened me too soon, Executus. What is the meaning of this intrusion? These mortal infidels, my lord. They have invaded your sanctum and seek to steal your secrets.
So yeah, we definitely do have to deal with a little bit of RP going on right here, but you know, what are you gonna do?
Now you lead them to my very lair. You have failed me, Executus. Justice shall be met indeed.
Alright. 5,
4.
We're gonna do this with style points. Right? Ready? Wings. Hammer. Perfect. Okay, and we still didn't get a single piece. Wow. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop on out of here. We'll sell the soulbound items real quick just to get a gold calculation. I don't think we actually got any transmog gear either. So this is not the greatest run on the planet to do a recording on, but I mean, not every run is going to be amazing. It's just not how it's going to work. Sometimes you're just going to run. But by doing it every week does still get you the gold, does still get you the chance for the items, still does get you the rep. And those are 3 things that you wouldn't get by not going in there. So, what are you going to do? Alright. Spawn! Spawn! There we go.
Welcome, friend.
Alright, so let's start selling off Soulbound. Yeah, there's Druid. Not going to keep that shield. I can sell that though. If it's less than 100 gold, I'm not going to bother even putting it on the auction house. Mogget's not loading to show me those boots. We'll keep those boots for a second. Oh no, don't like those. Let's see, warrior pants. Boring sword. Not going to worry about that either. Warrior shoulders. Warrior belt. Of all the times to not be a warrior, am I right? It's elemental earth, all that, like elemental earth, solid stone, hearts of fire. That stuff doesn't really sell on the auction house, so I'm not going to worry about holding on to those. That was more earth fury. But I'm going to keep these fiery cores and lava cores, because I can go ahead and sell those in, because I'm not exalted yet. So right here, so we're going to just assume the sell of this shoulder piece and add in 120 gold on there. So I'm doing the math right now, but I'll put the math above me really quick. So we ended at 13,243. We started at 13,076. Which is going to be a gain of 167 gold straight up. Most of that coming from that transmog. So not the, like I said, not the greatest for gold farming place unless you get super lucky. But it is good for if you're trying to farm that first tier gear or those 2 legendary weapons, which I'll put right above my head again. Thank you very much for sticking around. I do apologize again for this not being the greatest and most efficient run. I will definitely make sure that later episodes in the series are a little bit more efficient. And I will see you next time. Bye!